Hi, I'm Mel Bryan. I'm going to try to demonstrate a simple turning of a tool handle for like a screwdriver or a nut driver, something like that. It has an oval shape, basic oval shape, so that you can get a good grip and it fits comfortably in your hand. Much better than the inexpensive tool handles that hardly fit your hand, where you can get a grip on them. This will give you a nice, good, comfortable grip. This is one of those 4-in-1 screwdrivers. I have another one here. And I think I have some others buried in my toolbox somewhere. But I've also taken these inexpensive nut drivers and made handles for them. You can see the oval shape, which gives you a good grip and good torque. It's a simple turning, and it is an offset turning. If you've never done an offset turning, it's a good place to start. It's, like I said, very, very simple, pretty straightforward. You will need some sort of ferrule material. I just use a copper pipe coupling cut in half. Of course, different sizes for different handles. I'll get more into the details, but the screwdriver handles use a 3/4 inch pipe coupling, and the nut drivers, each shaft of the driver has a little different diameter, so this size is going to vary. What you will need besides the ferrule is a kit, screwdriver kit. You can get inexpensive screwdriver kits at the hardware store. I think this one's maybe $4. Or you can get them at Harbor Freight. The first thing you're going to need to do is destroy it. You need to take the handle off, break the handle off, so that you can get the socket part that goes into the handle. And like I said, simple turning. We'll get to it. You can make them, I have made them three-sided, but that's not for this demonstration today. We'll turn the oval shaped handle. So let's get to turning. Okay, let's turn this handle. We got a piece of wood here, about 1 3/4 inch square, about 6 inches long. I think this happens to be poplar. We're going to mark out the ends for the offsets on the butt end of the handle. I've found centers with diagonals, marked those diagonals. Now I'm going to take my compass that's set on 1/4 inch, and I'm going to make a little circle here in the center across these diagonals. Now that's going to be the offset for the centers when we turn the ovals. We're going to use the center punch, mark the centers opposite each other on one of the diagonals. Now another circle I want to make is for the limit of the turning. I'm going to set this at about a 1/2 inch. And that's going to be how far we turn the oval down to. All right. Now the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is to round it. But I want to fit the ferrule. So to make that easier, I want to put that in on the tailstock end. And alright, I'm using the step center to make sure it has a good grip. Alright, now I get my roughing gouge and my face shield, and we'll get making some shavings here. Just ride the bevel, come off the end. When we get down the other end, we'll reverse direction so we can go off the end. Okay. Now, we're going to fit the ferrule. So, need to kind of mark that out. I'm using a 1/2 of a copper pipe coupling. This is for 3/4 inch pipe. The inside diameter is 7/8 of an inch, so I need to turn this down to 7/8. Mark the length. I'm going to make it just a smidge longer so that we can trim this end up, make it look nice. All right, now we'll go down to 7/8. I'm going to set my calipers as a guide. Make it just a little bit over 7/8 so I have some room to fit it. I'll get the size first. Now I can bring the rest of it down to that. Gonna put a little chamfer on the end just so it'll make it easier to fit on. Okay, now we'll test the fit. Got just a little bit to go. It's almost there. Take just a shaving off. We want a good tight fit where you need to drive it on and let it hold securely. Now we'll test that fit. Alright, it fits on. It ought to drive on real well. I'll drive that on kind of off camera. I'll put a little medium CA glue, hold it securely. Okay, I've got the ferrule glued on. A tip of when you're putting this ferrule on, have a second piece, and when it gets down just a little bit shy to get it final on it past the end that's sticking out, you can use that as a persuader to drive it on the rest of the way. So now then, I'll turn it around with the ferrule end to the drive center. And start doing some shaping. It's still on centers. Now I'm going to switch to a spindle gouge. I got a 1/2 inch spindle gouge here. First thing we're going to do is make that thumb bump. So we'll kind of shape this up here right now. Go right down to that brass, copper. Kind of make a little cove here. We can kind of try and see what it feels like. Not too bad. Round this off a little bit. Okay. Now then, we'll do the offset. I'll move tail center to one side that we marked. Make sure it clears, because remember this is uneven. Going to turn the speed down and then bring it back up to where it's comfortable, under control. Speed can help here because you have an interrupted cut. And the more speed you have, the more often the wood's going to come around to meet your tool. So I'm up here about 1700. Now you can see that ghost. I hope you can see it. Let me a piece of paper will help. See that ghost image, and that's kind of what is going to guide us. We'll start here. Light cuts. Keep in mind we've got that circle. Okay, we've reached that circle. So we just need to straighten this all the way out. Okay. Now let's move it over to the, you can see where we come to this circle. Move it over to this other center. Offset. And do the same thing. This one's a little trickier because you don't see the same image. It's not the same ghost on this side. Alright, let's see. We're getting close. You see the oval shape taking place here. Need to come down a little bit here. Get these to meet a little better. Okay, now that we're pretty equal, let's blend this down into this cove. Okay. Now I'm going to make a mark right about where that shoulder, where I stopped on that shoulder. Now for a guideline, we go to the other side. We'll go back to the other offset. Do the same thing. Okay, look pretty good. Now let's go to the center. And back on centers, and we'll kind of smooth up the edges here. And blend in this thumb rest. Now we'll let's test the feel. Not too bad. Time we get this sanded, it'll smooth out. Now, kind of start rounding the end. Okay, I'm going to switch to a little smaller spindle gouge. We can get down in that a little better. Okay, we don't want to take it completely off right now. We're going to use that. We still have to drill the shaft hole here. Alright, so to drill that, I'm going to put the Jacobs chuck in the headstock, and I'll get set up and we'll come back. Actually, I almost got ahead of myself. We need to sand this right now, or we can still have the drive center. I'm going to turn the dust collector on. Got the speed turned down. Sand it up. Starting with 180. And I'll work way up to 320. So I'll finish this up off camera. Okay, this is sanded up to 320. And we also want to kind of shine up the brass. I keep calling it brass, it's copper. Use a different set of sandpaper for this because you accidentally get it on the wood that could stain the wood. And 320. Okay. Now we might as well put some finish on it while we're here. Turn that dust collector off. Get our protective cover on there. I'm just going to put some friction polish on it. This is going to be a plain screwdriver, going to be used in the toolbox. I'll get a coat on here and then buff it out. Okay. Now we got some finish on it. We're ready to drill. And I'll get set up off camera and we'll do that. Okay, we're ready to drill this out. For the insert, goes in here. This is out of the original screwdriver. And this happens to be just a little over 13 millimeters. I happen to have a 14 millimeter drill bit. If you don't have a 14 millimeter, 9/16 is pretty close. Well, you could use 9/16. I'm going to drill it like a 1 inch deep. So I've got the blue tape there to mark the stopping point. I've got the tail drive center in the tail center to hold it. Jacob's chuck and headstock. And when I've got it like this, always use a drawbar so this doesn't start creeping out. So I got the speed turned down. And this just about maxes out my mini lathe. Wait a minute, let me get it up there. ready to go before it starts the lathe. Alright, hold on to it. I reached the limit on my quill, so I need to move it up a little. Just got a little ways to go. All right. Now then, change the drill bits. I'm going to change to a 1/2 inch drill bit. And we'll drill that 4 inches deep. That's going to take a couple stages. That's the end of that travel. The other way. Okay, continue. We've reached the bottom. Okay, we've got it turned around again. Step center and the drive center. We got a cone center in the hole we just drilled. We'll trim this off and part off the end as much as we can. I'll just trim this with a skew. Get a little more speed. And I would take this nub off the back end here. About as far as I can get it. We'll cut the rest off with the knife. And we'll sand this up, finish it. Okay, there we have our handle. Now to put that insert in, just gonna make them indentations here for the, well, that didn't show up. Now I'll just take a knife, cut a little bit of a groove at each corner, and then when I'll just drive that insert in with a little glue on it. That'll hold well, and it'll be done. On these nut drivers, each shaft is a different size, so you have to drill a different size hole, and they are round, so you don't have to make an offset. Oh. I think that's it. Hope it helps. Talk to you later.